Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is AstonishingStudios. Welcome back to BrickUltra, and today we have episode 3 of how to build a mini pocket-sized Lego candy machine. If you want to see the original video for this, just go to the BrickUltra channel, which is where you are right now, and watch our video on this machine. It should be called Lego Candy Machine Smarties Edition. Now I'm going to show you guys how to build this Lego candy machine, but I'm just going to remove these two pieces because they're not very common to the average Lego builder like you and me. So without further ado, I'm going to show you right now how to build this machine. For part 1, you're going to take or make an 8x8 base plate. I decided to make mine. And you're going to place smooth pieces in several precise areas. Alright, so after the speed up, this is what I got. This is where you should place your smooth and little ramp pieces. Alright, so step number 2 is ridiculously simple. All you need to do is cover all these studded areas with 3 layers of bricks. I actually sort of built mine. It's not fitting all on the screen, but when I put it on, it works just fine. Okay, let us just slide this over to build this little part. This is the secret bank hiding spot because this machine is not actually locked. It's actually just hidden inside the machine. So as long as you don't tell anyone where the secret storage is, you'll be able to keep your money safe for sure. You are going to start off by building something quite simple like this. What it is, you look at the bottom, it's pretty much a 1x4 and 2 1x2s, which makes up like a 1x6 with 2 1x1 spots popping out at the ends. And then on the top, just cover it with 1 1x6, and you don't need anything popping out on this second mini 1/3 layer. After that, what you're going to do, you're going to put on 2 1x1s. By the way, make sure this is one of the main colors of your machine. And then I would suggest you use 2 colors, because I'm going to use that color right here. These 2 pieces popping out are going to be your handle, but to the normal people, it's going to just look like part of your machine's design. So, now that you've got that, what you're going to do, second time my voice is cracked, you're going to take 2 flat 1x2 pieces, and on top, you're going to place a smooth piece of the same color. I took 2 1x1s, because I don't have a lot of white 1x2s. You're going to place that in the center. And then you're going to sort of do the same thing we did with the white pieces with the orange, except that these are going to be 2x2. And when you put on the smooth pieces, only one side of the brick needs to have a nice color, because this is going to be the side showing. The vent side is not going to be showing, and if it was, that would look pretty nasty. You can repeat that on the second side, and you are done your coin bank piece. This part of the tutorial is not going to be hard, but it's just something I won't be able to explain very well, and most of the understanding will need to be done with your eyes. So I'm just going to build a layer on top of here. I can't see the precise areas, because as I just said, you sort of have to just understand it by looking at it, you know? And here we are. Basically, what I think I was trying to say was that you need to cover the whole thing except for this 4x3 space right here, 1x6 spot right here, because that's where the coin's going to be falling. And you need to have these 2x2 pieces hanging over in a different color. And I forgot to mention in the past part, just in case if you didn't figure it out for yourself, the coin bank goes right here. So, another thing I'm going to add to this step, build something like this, a 1x4, 2 1x2s. We're going to place that. Sorry, my hands are covering the screen. So, hopefully it doesn't screw up. That didn't screw up, fantastic. And it looks like that. What you're gonna do for this part, you're just going to place the smooth pieces on in these designated areas. So we've got a white smooth part there for the coin slot, circular to just add a little something to the machine. You've got this 1x3 area, which should be a main color of the machine. you're going to place some smooth pieces right there. It's not showing up too well in the video, I apologize. And then right in the center of these two, you're going to place a 1x3 or whatever can adequately make that up. Now for this next part, you're going to take two of these, it's a 1x3 smooth, on a 1x3 flat piece. Take two of those, and we're going to place them right in the center. These are going to be a necessity in making your machine lock properly and helping avoid jams. For this step, we are going to place pieces in certain areas of the machine. So they end up looking like this. Alright, so from here we're going to do a few more things in this step. First of all, take two pieces like this, a 2x2 and a 1x2 below. We're going to place these on this side to make this seem more real, and so nobody will know that that's where you can steal the money from. Next up, we're going to make this option slider, another essential to the machine. You can tell what it is: a 1x4 smooth, a 1x1 flat, and a 1x2 flat. You're gonna pop that on right there. It needs another piece to hold it up, but I believe that you can understand that it's gonna go right there. Now we are going to build the coolest and my favorite part of the machine. It is the dispensing piece. I've broken this part down into several pieces. So first, you're gonna take 4 1x4 pieces and align them like so with a 1 stud separation in between, and make sure at the end of this one there's a circular like piece as I've placed right here, because that really helps the option piece from jamming. Next up, what you're gonna do, you're gonna build something, please fit in, oh no, you're gonna build something like this. Now what this is honestly just 2 layers of bricks on top of this part, but there's going to be 2 1x2 brick separation spots there, and I would suggest not having this piece here. I suggest having a flat 1x2, but just when I was building this, I was very low on pieces. So let me snap that on for you. So you should be left with something like this. Just a quick run over of it, sorry. We've got something that's this shape. It's like this top part for another thin layer, and on the bottom we've got 3 1x4 areas with a circular part. So from here we are going to take a piece that looks a little bit like this, 1x4 piece. This is going to be popping out of the machine, so make sure that's a pretty color. And then take a flat 1x2, and on top take or make smooth 1x3 or a smooth 1x3 area. Pop that on, it's going to look like that. Then we're going to take 2 of these little ramps. These will not be seen. You're going to place them in the back. These are very essential to the machine. Make sure there are these sorts of ramps and they're not just flat pieces. Finally, this part, you're going to take something that's sort of like a U shape with a Lego part popping out. Basically, your piece is going to look like this. A stud popping out right here after this first stud. So there's going to be 2 studs of free space over here. You're going to flip this over to see what it looks like. And it's just 1 layer of thin, smooth bricks. These circular pieces are not needed. And then you're going to place this right on top. You don't need to build this exactly like I did, as long as it ends up having the same shape. And then you have this dispenser piece. It's going to have a handle. And sorry, those voice cracks. And you're going to have this little part right here. And then you can put that right on top of the rest of the machine. We're going to lift this part up. And right beneath it, we're going to take a 1x1 smooth piece and place it on, so this part can slide out nice and smoothly. Like so. So, we are going to cover some of this. I'll show you what that looks like after I put on the bricks. So we've got this, and in an overview, what it simply is, is 1x8, a 1x3, finishing off the back part. I'm putting a 1x2 right there because in this spot with those two blank 1x2 areas, you're going to make two of these and put them on so they continue this nice looking design. And so we can finally put on our option piece, this little guy over here that I mentioned a little while back. We're going to be able to put that on once we make something like a 1x6. Mine's sort of split right there. It's not broken though, don't worry. It's 1x6 and have something that signifies one color, something that signifies the other option. And mine, I made it like this so that you have a 1x6 piece at the bottom or something like that. You have one color piece, one stud away from the end of this, one stud separation, another color, and then two studs, so that makes up 6, and something that can also make up a 1x6 on the top. And before you put that on, take a 1x3, and you're going to place that right beneath this option piece in this area so it's covering both options. And then just make sure this is pulled back, and then you can put not only the option piece on, but you can also put on this piece, the option indicator. Now we're going to build another layer, but there's a few things I need to specify on, which is certainly needed. So you're going to take a 1x4, put a 1x1 on one of the middle studs, and place it right here so you can successfully close this off. Next up, I've said this like a zillion times, you're going to take two of these, a 1x2 and a 2x2, place it on the side. Then you're going to take two flat but not smooth 1x2 whites or whatever color, and you're going to take a 1x1 flat of those, place it on the bottom, and then we're going to place it right here to almost finish off the coin slot. And then one extra different piece, let's just say, you're going to take two flat 2x3s or whatever makes it up, and then you're going to take a flat 1x3 and place it on the bottom. So we're going to have something like this. Then you're going to place it on the side. So then you end up getting something that looks like this. And then I'm just going to finish off building the layers and I'll show you what that looks like. I believe this is how you build this part. Now this step is going to be noticeably smaller. What you're going to do though, you're going to take a 1x4 piece like this. I try to keep the pieces simple, but this was basically necessary for this machine to actually work right. You're going to place two 1x1 smooths. Then you're going to make two of these pieces. I'll show you what they look like. Basically just take a 1x3, place a flat 1x3 part on the bottom or make one out, and make or take a 1x3 smooth, put it on top. You're going to have two of these, and we're going to place them, well I already have, you're going to place them on the other studs of the machine, and then we're going to flip that over to look like that. We're going to take two 2x4s, we're going to place them here, or whatever can simply make up a 2x8 area that perfectly sticks to this part. Our last piece should ever so snugly fit in right here. And then we're going to make an L shape. So we take a 1x3, or whatever makes something like this up. And we're going to make this sort of an L piece. On the side we're going to take a 2x4, place that on to finish off our design. On this side we have to do something a tad bit different. We're going to take a 2x4 and two flat 1x2s, so then we can place it on here, so then we can finish it off on that side. And then we're just going to take two 2x4 pieces. Now what we're going to do, you're going to take two 1x1 pieces, each indicating the color of your option, or that just straight up indicate your option, and you're going to place them in the exact opposite spots of the colors shown here. It's sort of complicated, but if you watch the original video for this, you'll see in the mechanism that this doesn't actually choose which color you're getting, it just chooses which option you're actually not getting. So this is going to be the exact opposite positioning, and you just might want to put that there to remind yourself when reloading your candy, which could also be M&Ms. This machine could easily be altered. I'm just going to shut my yapper, and I'm going to finish off building one whole layer around this. So we're almost done here. All we need to do is place on these top pieces. I'm going to hold it like that because it was getting quite unfocused. You're going to pretty much just put on a base plate. This could easily be a 6x6 or even an 8x8, which would probably be the better option. But I'm gonna make it look cooler, and I'm going to make something like that. Maybe if you want, you can put on something fancy like I've done right here. So here we are. Here's the final product. If you want to reload it, just take off the top. Look at your colors on top in relation, and you're gonna want to actually reload your candy if you're using Smarties, Rockets, whatever you want to call them. If you're using these sorts of sweets, you're going to want to reload them sideways, because if not, sometimes they can get jammed. I want you to know that's a common problem with this machine, because I really want to help you guys with this so we don't get dislikes, and I'm just trying to be straight up honest with you guys. So voila, that's the final product of our machine. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments. I would love to help you with any issues you are facing. Make sure to subscribe to BrickUltra, possibly Astonishing Studios, and we'll catch you guys later for another awesome video.